All right, guys, welcome to Do the Thought podcast. This is a real estate podcast, and we are committed to making sure real estate investment is seamless as much as possible here. And like we always say during our podcast every week, real estate investing is not a get rich quick scheme. You can hit some jackpots here and there, but a lot of time you will have to put in the work just so you can get the results. Ibrahim, it's another Friday. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. And by the way, you didn't mention your name. You are.
Ah, I guess people already know who I am by now, but I'm still gonna repeat for the new audience that we might have on the podcast today. My name is Ahmed Lawal, and Ibrahim is my co-host, Ibrahim Ojanide. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Like I said, today, it's a very interesting topic. We want to deal with um, who did you need to know, or who do you need to have on your team to be successful in real estate. So it is a kind of huge topic because it's um, you will never know how many or how large your resources need to be a very successful investor or a successful businessman in real estate. So I'm glad we want to treat this topic so that everyone can have idea of how and a way to connect to make relationship with the kind of resources they will need. When I say resources, I'm still talking about human beings, because human beings are the resources, So whatever you need is still a human being that will make you, connect you to that. Via if we are talking of financing, we are talking about anything. It's still human being that stand in the way to make it work for you, So we've been saying this. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Real estate, you have to put in the work and follow the process. Don't be afraid of mistakes. You doing all that and being resilient and understanding that real estate, it's not a jackpot business. You have to put in the work and things will work out for you. Um, Ahmed, I would like you to start us on what are the, because when you say you need some people in your team to be successful in real estate, it's kind of a um, you know, someone out there might assume, okay, if I need this, I need this, I need that, without necessarily understanding that if you can connect with these people or a particular set of people will make it work for you, not just everyone out there. Of course, it's not possible to connect with everybody. As much as we would like to be friendly and be committed in making good relationship, you have to be particular. You have to work with people that will make your team work, because teamwork make the dream work.
Absolutely.
By doing so, you are picking what you really really need to be able to achieve your dream. So Ahmed, kindly share some light into this, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Ibrahim. So, just like you said, real estate is just like any other business. You need some people on your team just to make it. Uh, it's basically you building a system, to serve the purpose that you want for you to be able to reach your goal. So that system are the team that you need to put together. That system are the people that you need to build a relationship or even bring on your team, depending on how big you are, to work for you permanently. It's possible, right? It's possible to have your own bookkeeper. It's possible to have your own real estate agent, in-house real estate agent. It's possible to have all these people on your team. But the most important thing is, even if you can't have them on your team, have them on standby. Have a good relationship with one or two good people that you know that they have you know the vast knowledge about their job. So without delaying the and dragging the topic, so I will quickly list out the list of people. Keep in mind, this list is endless. Depending on your business strategy, depending on what you are hoping to do, this list can go on and on and on. So there's a lot. I like. I can even mention some that people don't really pay attention to, but they are in the background making things happen. So, the number one person, in my opinion, that you need on your team is real estate agents. Why? Real estate agents know, at least the good ones know the ins and out of the market they operate in. They can tell you where to buy, where not to buy. They can tell you what price range you need to be at. They can tell you, they have a back end. These are the people that see off market deals before they bring it on market. They listed it. So it is off market to them before they actually list that property. So you need the real estate agent on your team. Another one is wholesaler. A wholesaler are the guys that go out and fetch for off-market deals. When I mention off-market deals, what I'm actually talking about is that little percentage of houses that doesn't get listed on the MLS. MLS is multiple listing service that doesn't get listed on MLS that you can buy at a cheaper price. Maybe it needs a little bit of work, or it doesn't even need any work, that you can buy at a discounted price and be able to have equity upfront. So wholesaler gets that value, they bring that value to you. So we are going to discuss more about what you need to watch out for and what you can throw at them. But these are just the list. So you need a real estate agent, you need an wholesaler, you need a closing company that you can regularly bring business to, and they know who you are. Now when they see your file, they move quickly to close for you, because time is of essence in real estate as well. You need the closing company, or if your state is uses attorney to close on houses, then you need real estate attorney on your team, people that you can quickly reach out to and they can move the transaction for you as quickly as possible. You need a contractor. When I say contractor is different from a journeyman. Contractor is a person that specializes in fixing a particular how will I put it? They specialize in maybe plumbing, electricals. They specialize in carpentry, you know, machineries, stuff like that. So they have a certificate. They have a license of a contractor. They have insurance that cover their job. These are well established guys. So they are well and very detailed and handyman. So when I say contractor, because I'm still going to mention handyman, so don't mix them up. Contractor are those guys that have licenses. You need an inspector, someone that can go right into a house and inspect what is happening to that house for you. So just so you don't buy the house and regret, oh, this house I need a 30,000 40,000 repair. If you know that upfront, you can actually negotiate that amount into the price of the house. So inspector is going to save you a lot of money as well. So because some people might ask, why do you need an inspector on your team? You don't necessarily need to have them in house, but you need someone that you can quickly call on and go and check on that. Another one is appraiser, someone that can quickly evaluate the value of the house for you, just so you can be in a good position when you are making your offer and you are making a competitive offer at the same time. Property manager is very important. Property manager is key into the long and lasting business in real estate. They can be a very crucial key into your investments in terms of management on the hand, because now we are all rushing into, I want to buy a house, I want to buy a house. When you buy that house, what do you do then? So the excitement of getting it will die down, then the reality will set. So property manager on the hand can help you to navigate that critical part of it. Another crucial part is CPA. Like we all know, real estate come with the benefit of taxation. So when that time of the year comes, CPA, a knowledgeable CPA, will help you navigate the road of taxation. They will help you, they will save you a whole lot of money, because when you make a lot of in real estate, there's high chance of you making a whole lot of money, and when you do, the next thing that comes is taxation. That means your tax bracket will move from where it used to be to a different level, and you now need to play the game of taxation at that level. So CPA comes in and save you or save the day for you when it comes to the period of tax. Bookkeeper. Before the tax period comes, you need to make sure you have your documentation, your expenses, your income straightforward, so that that will save you a whole lot of time when the tax period comes. Bookkeeping is another uh, uh, good person to have on your team. A lot of this is now automated. You can have some app that do the bookkeeping for you, but bookkeeper is a good person or a good tool that you need to have on your team. Um, the backbone of your investment is money. So if you don't have money, there's no business. So a lender or bank is critical as well. You need a good, solid lender that can move quickly, close fast, and once you start building relationship with them, now they know your business model, they know how you roll, and they are making money off you because you are making your payment as well. Good lender is going to be saving days for you anytime, any day. So having a good lender is another one. So now back to handyman, that man that quickly goes in and fix the toilet. Things that are well below 500, 1,000, that handyman can quickly jump on and get uh get it fixed for your tenants. You don't need a contractor for that. Contractor is probably going to charge two times what the handyman will charge. So having a good handyman is a very good uh personnel to have on your team as well. So Ibrahim, I've listed so many people. The list is kind of endless. These
Yeah.
are these are really few people that I've listed so far. There's still a lot of another one is transaction coordinator. Transaction coordinator watches your deal from the minute you have the contract to the end to the closing table, so that you can now, once you have the contract, you hand it over to the transaction coordinator. You can now go back out and look for another deal. So you are not working that deal to the end, and that person makes sure they take care of your clients that now they feel
Yeah.
so the list is just endless. How do you build relationship with these people? Because these are professionals as well. How do you really build relationship with them and having them on your team?
Yeah. That's a very brave question. So, I mean, you've mentioned all this set of people. I call them resources that you can tap into to grow your business. And we all know that we human being, we kind of reciprocate. We in general sense. Of course, there are some people you give them value, they don't return the value. That's okay. But here we want to, think progressively and see how we can connect with people. So now, all the people you've mentioned, you definitely need all of them. However, depending on your business, it might be hard to connect with all those people right away, especially when you are still your business is still new, of course. Um, but then How do you, even though your business is little or big, how do you connect with these people? So there are a lot of things that is important in making connection, making relationship with people. The big one, which I'm gonna break it down a little bit, is to provide value to people. We've been always saying this: value, value, value. Let people feel like you need, like you are there to, how do I say this? You show passion in what you do by like letting people, because your business is not secret. You are letting people know what you do, and also you are letting people know that you can also be a resource to them. That's how you provide value. For example, let's say you're a bank manager. I walk into your office. I talk to you. Hey, Mr. Ahmed, I'm a real estate investor. This is what I do. I, buy houses, I flip, or I buy houses, I remodel and everything. Are you the manager here? You are intentionally asking that question, purposefully. The person say, yes, I'm the manager. Okay. Are you guys working with real estate investors and all that? He will say his own, like, okay, yes or no. Let's say, for example, let's say Ahmed is answering me back by saying, we get few people. You can say, okay, what are the experiences that you've gathered from those few people? You might say, oh, fantastic, I mean, we would like to get more people. Say, okay, great. How can I help you? Do you want me to connect, like, kind of inform people, or the kind of friends or people that I have? Do you need like a like me to go out there and let people know that your company can also finance property? What are the programs that you guys have? What are the terms? What is your interest rate competitive? How quickly can someone close? Is there any way you can close faster? Try to get to know about their business. What you're trying to tell that person is that you can also help that company by telling one or two people that, okay, this is a great financial institution that can help them um, get their investment loan and all that. So you're asking basically all the programs they have. If they say they only have two programs, and if you know that there's another program out there that is very valuable, and a lot of investors or you know real estate businessmen are going for that, you can actually tell that manager that, have you heard about this loan? This loan, I heard is this, is that, and a lot of investors are tilting towards this loan just because of social benefit and all that. So you'll be surprised that person may find it interesting. In this case, I'm using Ahmed. Ahmed might find it interesting, and Ahmed might say, okay, I will look into that. I'm going to talk to our board office, or our general CEO, whatever, and we'll try to see how we can incorporate that kind of business, that kind of learning, that kind of lending program into our already package loan program. So by doing so, he is seeing you as a, okay, this guy has some knowledge. He sees what's going on in the market, and now he's trying to help their company. In extension, is trying to help him, because the better that location is doing, the greater they are doing, the more the manager will be recognized or will benefit from it, because at the end of the day, he's managing that location. You know what I mean? Like that branch. So you doing all that, it's just normal. A human being will appreciate you bringing more value to their company. Or if we want to go to another one, let's say a real estate agent. You approach a real estate agent, you talk to them, you let them know, this is the kind of property I need. I am a small business, owner. I'm looking to this area and this area. At the same time, you let them know that you are open to suggestion, and you would like to get their opinion about which area is better for your business. These are the business you are looking for. So by doing so, you are letting them know that you know what you want. However, you are open to learn from them. You are ready to get suggestion from them. So a reasonable real estate agent will be factual, and he or she will tell you what you need to do, what area it will be more beneficial for that kind of business that you're doing. Mind you, we don't know it all. So you approaching a real estate agent, of course, you are going with your research knowledge or what you have learned, from Duty Talk. You are telling them, okay, these are the things that I feel like it might work for my business. However, you are the person doing this business, like you are the agent. Give me some advice. When you tap knowledge from people, show that people that you are like you are loyal, not getting, I mean, you getting all those information and turning around and going to someone else will not give you the edge that you are looking for. Because when you get those information from, say, Ahmed is the person you reach out to, now it gives you all those knowledge. You get into the business, you actually benefit from it. You see how cash flow is coming in, and you need a property manager. What do you need to do? My well, just connect with him. He's a property manager. Let him manage the property for you. Because when he manages the property for you, the next deal that you are trying to catch, you come to him again, or you, by providing that, he will enlighten you like, okay, sir, this, or madam, this is a good business. You see the cash flow. I want to tell you another location that you will benefit tremendously from. You'll be surprised. It might be the location you're not even thinking about. Just because the way we look at things, we look at we look at it from our angle. A professional site might be, most of the time, is different from how we see it. Like, just in a random way, it's different from the way the professional sees it. So what is my point? My point is that when you meet people, try to show them that you are knowledgeable about this. However, you are open to learn from them, and you are ready to provide value in return. Make that person feel like, if he or she uh you know be a resourceful person to you, it won't go as a unnoticed. It won't go unappreciated. Let's be factual. Everyone like to educate or provide service to someone that appreciate it, that show that the effort is not useless. So, and this goes on and goes on. It can be, even if you approach a housekeeper, show that housekeeper that you care. Show that housekeeper that, because they are working for you, you are paying them. That doesn't mean they are a slave or something to you, because you will need them. You will need those housekeepers. For example, if you are doing short-term rental, sometimes you get a booking when you are not even expecting it, and as that booking is leaving, another guest is coming in. You need somebody to jump into it and clean that house. So what do? You from the beginning, before you even sign any deal with them, you let them know all your aspiration. You let them know that the kind of business you are doing, anything can pop up anytime. You will appreciate their full commitment into your business. At the end of the day, you let them know that you are also there for them in case they need anything from you. I'll give you an example. At the end of the year, I gave my cleaner holiday gift. For real. I gave my cleaners holiday gift alongside my clients. So me giving them, they were so happy, excited. And again, when, let's say, guests come to my house and they leave a lot of stuff there, because some guests, they are from out of state, and there are some stuff they just don't want to carry with them. They'll leave some stuff. I'll text them, hey, do you need this? Oh no, buddy, forget it. They'll tell you, no, we don't need that. I'll give it to my cleaners. A lot of stuff are brand new, on open, on still in the box. I give it to them. They are happy. Anytime I call them, they jump on it. Boom. So me doing that, I'm trying. It's like a way of showing that I appreciate what they are doing, even though they are getting paid. So everybody is important. I just give example. I give example of a banker, and I give example of a real estate agent, also an inspector or an appraisal. Let me use an appraisal. You meet an appraisal. Let's say that's the first time. You talk to them, hey, I'm this, I'm that. I want to buy this house. Um, if your real estate agent is there, fine. If it's he or she is not there, you can still talk to them that okay, I want to buy this house. I'm open. Is this value in this area? What do you think about this? You know, do you think this will meet value? Just you are trying to all you are trying to do is to how see if that person will give you some information. At the same time, you are trying to connect with that person so that next time when you are trying to buy another house again, you might be able to call that person and tell that person to come and do a pre-appraisal for you, which is unofficial. It's still appraisal, but it's unofficial because it doesn't connect with the bank yet. Because you are calling them, it's like a side job for them. You call them, Mr. James, can you appraise this house for me? You might say, okay, yeah, I'll take 250. It will charge you less because it's not connected with the transaction yet. So it's just more of a random appraisal. And he will give you the appraisal that way you know how much you can offer on that particular property.
Yep.
And guess what? That will also help your real estate agent because now you already have idea of what that property worth. Then you approach your real estate agent. Um, you know, my friend Mike, I called him. He did this appraisal for me, or an appraiser Mike that I connected with. He said this house may be around like 320. What do you think? The fact that you've got the appraiser for someone doesn't mean that when you approach your agent, you're gonna make it look like you've known everything or no. You don't do that. You still ask the agent, what do you think? Let the agent also crack his or her brain because now you're trying to get. It's like you are getting two resources at the same time. You know, so by doing so, you're gonna learn more because the real estate agent might go to the MLS and find something and say, okay, let me see the comparables that this appraiser gave you. He or she will compare with what he or she has. Now, when they look at it together, if it's the same thing, it's like a confirmation of what the appraiser gave you. If it's different, like totally different, not making sense, it is also a confirmation to let you know that you have to kind of sit back a little bit, look at the two sides, and talk to your real estate agent. You can actually say, would you like to talk to the appraiser Mike? And just three of you guys can now sit together and find a common ground and say, okay, offer this price. This price will work better for you. In that way, you are connect. All everybody is connecting together. Now it's like you have a team because now you can call Mike appraiser. Now you can call Ibrahim, the real estate agent. You want to manage your property, Ahmed, you can call him too. Now it's like you are building that relationship. And the fact that whenever you approach one person, you don't make that person feel like um, you know, that's the person's job. So you have to respect that professionalism. And you call Ahmed now, Ahmed, I'm trying to buy this property, I need so cash flow, but my fear is I don't know how to manage it. Is there any rules or regulation that I need to know and all that? You ask him all that, it will tell you all the things you need to know. It's telling you something you don't know because you have heard from somewhere that so. You have to calm down and get those information from him so that when you apply that information, because he's doing it, that's his job. You know what I mean? So my point here is that it's good to listen more, get information from people. You process that with what you have learned. In doing so, you will know more than a lot of people. Because I myself, I don't know it all. When it comes to my real estate business, I know a ton. But a lot of things connect to real estate, even from outside. A lot of things connect with real estate, where and different factors can change different things. So, me being patient, being thoughtful, and listening carefully will make me not miss those other factors that might change the perception or the numbers. You know, the same house that you buy in Avon for so price, the same square footage, it might be a little different in 3 to 4 blocks, out of Avon, even though it's the same size, the same square footage, the same condition. What does that mean? It means location. Okay. But the fact that it's still Hendrix, someone who is not thinking, or someone who is thinking surfacely might think, oh, it's still Hendrix. Why is it? Yes, it might still be Hendrix. However, that one neighborhood might be more bougie than the other neighborhood, even though it's the same square footage, the same condition, the same year. However, the condition is a little different just because a neighborhood, the HO is more regulated. They are cleaning the area. Everybody is maintaining their houses. That area is a top notch. Even though they are going to the same Hendrix school, that property may have more value than the other one that is still Hendrix. So I'm giving that example just to let you know that a lot of things may make things in a little different. Now, this relationship thing, it's really about how you um, how you carry yourself. You have to first of all, you have to listen carefully. You have to be patient. You have to show people that you are approachable. You have to be thoughtful about how people how people might perceive the way you communicate, because you cannot people look at your body language, they look at how you talk, they try to see the passion in you. If you're a property manager, you have to be dedicated like Ahmed. You have to really show that, yes, this is what I'm doing. I love real estate. I love to manage property for people. People see that. They're not going to say it, but they observe you. If you show that while you are connecting with them, they will trust you more. And keep your word. If you say you're gonna do this, try to do it. Sometimes we are human beings. Sometimes you are not able to do it. Let that person know right away. I'm so sorry. This is I have a lot on my plate. I'm working on this. I can't get it done today, but I will let you know as soon as possible. Open that line of communication. Don't just shut people off. By doing so, you are retaining and building your credibility. Ahmed, you see, I think some of the toughest part is, how do you get to see these people? Where do you go to see them? Because we have I'm talking about how good it is, what are the benefits, how can you connect with them just by orally, but you have to see them before you even connect with them. So
Absolutely.
where people go, how can people meet these people?
um so it boils down to uh location.
Yeah,
If you are meeting real estate agents in Cleveland, Ohio, and the property you want to buy is in Indianapolis, Indiana, that doesn't match, right?
yeah,
So if you want to connect with real estate agents locally in Indianapolis, you want to connect with wholesaler locally in Indianapolis, you want to connect to closing company in Indianapolis, you want to make sure if it is a real estate attorney, you connect with the local real estate attorney that closes real estate transaction in that region. So that's point number one. You have to, uh, it is hard, I
yeah,
know, to pick up phone and call random people sometimes, but that is business. That is what you got to do. That is what you got to do. Uh, after making sure that you are actually connecting with people locally, I would say talk to people. Just like Ibrahim say, um, you have to talk to people. And one thing that I want to add to that is be respectful. Be respectful of their time. Be respectful of their profession. Don't just rubbish them that, oh, you don't even know it, this is what I think you're gonna say, just because like Ibrahim said, clear your mind. Don't think you know it all. Even though you know it, still listen. Okay, be respectful. So to answer your question straightforward, location is key. Um, that's one. Pick up the phone. If you don't, if I want to buy house in Plainfield, Illinois, I don't have to drive down there to know the real estate agent locally there. Online everything is now seamless. That's one. The other thing is meetups. You know, go to if you go to local meetups where you want to purchase property. I'm connecting this back to location right now. When you go to local meetups, you this like-minded people comes to that same meetup. We go to school to learn. You see other people, other kids come to school to learn as well. Why? Because we all want to learn.
Yeah.
People that go to bar go there because of something. So if you are thinking of something, think about where do people that do this meet. So you go there, you meet there, right? When you go to that meetup, you express yourself, talk to people, you try to at least talk to minimum of new 5 people. When you do that, you get to connect with real estate agents, you get to connect with wholesaler, you get to connect with bookkeepers, you get to connect with CPAs that file your taxes. Real estate taxes is somehow, you know, complicated, but CPA are there to make it easy. You get to connect with property managers. You get to connect with handyman, people that can quickly fix things for you. You don't necessarily have to fix your toilet yourself. So these are the places you can go to meet them, as well as if you want to raise money, you go to seminars, you go to events, that people that actually have fun. So this is how we need to think. If I want to talk to raise money, where do people that have money go? That is the question I need to ask.
Yep.
Then I go there, talk to them, present what I have. Maybe one or two people will listen to me. Maybe one people will reach back out to me and want to invest in my idea and stuff like that. But that is what you do. If you want to do real estate, you go to where other people that are doing real estate or that even want to do it are converging, are meeting up. That place, that is where you can actually meet them and talk to them. But one crucial point that I want to add to that is be respectful of everybody. Be When you are talking to people, like Ibrahim said earlier, people can read you. People know when they see you, the way you talk sometimes, what it means in your mind. People can see it because the reactions speaks, and people can see that. So you want to make sure you listen attentively and bring value. Even though you don't have the job you want to give them right now, you probably know someone that have something that they need, and you can connect both of them. And guess what? If you connect a property manager to someone that is looking for property manager, the next time maybe they want to purchase a house, then that person can also come to you because now you already provide value to them. Now they can come back to you and be like, okay, now I want to buy. If you connect, let's say you connect a CPA with a real estate investor. Now, if that CPA finds someone else, there another client that wants something in your end, maybe you're a wholesaler, real estate agent, property. Now they can refer that person back to you. That is how connection works in real estate. You need to actually provide value. And when you see a job, maybe, okay, Ibrahim reach out to me, Ahmed, yeah, I quickly need a contractor to work on this for me. I can quickly call the contractor that I've worked with, that I can vouch for, and connect Ibrahim with that person. As simple as that. So when you provide value to people, the law of reciprocity says that they will feel obligated. They don't necessarily do, not all the time, but they will feel obligated to provide same value to you, or even a value of higher quantity to you or higher value to you. So that is how I feel like you can meet these people by going to where everybody that you think are looking to do the same thing converge, as well as making sure that you are building the team at the right location. You don't want to be building your team in Indianapolis where why all your portfolio is in Chicago Illinois. I don't think that makes sense. I mean, it kind of works, but the rules for real estate in Chicago is different from what you have to abide by in Indianapolis. Property management rule is different over there. Actually, you cannot wholesale a property in Illinois without a real estate agent license.
Wow.
And just here in Indiana, anybody can wholesale. You see how location can be a factor into building your team. So you have to actually connect locally with these people, and they will work you. Use these people as your tool, not like tutu, but they will be your eyes and your ears, and they will walk you through the the obstacle things that you think you might be the challenges for you. They will walk you through those steps. Real estate agents, they, like I mentioned earlier, they have the knowledge of the market. Likewise, wholesaler, bookkeeper, CPA, property manager, appraiser, these people have their own domain. You can actually ask them questions and they will provide that value. You can actually use them for a job. And when you use, let's say I have a property I'm purchasing in Plainfield, Illinois. I call a appraiser up. Hey, I want you to appraise this house. While that appraiser is doing their job, I can easily ask the same person. If I see that that person is someone that is reliable, they probably know a real estate agent that is reliable that can write the offer on that house for me. That real estate agent probably know a property manager that is reliable that can manage that property for me. That property manager probably know a reliable handyman that can work on that property for me. You see how those dots connected? You don't necessarily have to run from Indianapolis to Plainfield, Illinois to do all those things yourself. By finding a one reliable professional in real estate, they will help you find the other people.
Yes.
That is how things work. So to answer your question, you need to make sure you build the team in the right location, as well as go to meetups. This is where like-minded people come out and meet up. Go to seminars, go to events that are real estate related. You will definitely meet people that are doing the same thing or that are doing something you want to do, as well as take referrals. Take referrals. I am not going to refer someone I know that is shady to you because I don't want my reputation to go bad, or these are things that you can do to make sure that you get the right team, and you can easily all these things that I mentioned doesn't cost a dime. They are all free. Pick up your phone. You are paying your phone bill already. Just call, interview them, talk to them about ask them to send you pictures, what they've done, things like that. Get We are talking about people. At some point, you will still meet some shady people, but that is part of the business. That's one will catapult you next to be able to meet the right person. So, Ibrahim, do you want to add to that?
Yes. Thank you for sharing all these very valuable ways of connecting with people, because it is very important to know where, because it's not, I mean, I just can't sit in my house and expecting to connect with people, and so you giving us that specific, that particular locations, um it's very beneficial, because I know for sure people do connect in those kind of areas. You mentioned seminar, you mentioned event, real estate meetups and all that. Those are perfect, good location to connect. But I want to add to that, you know I want people to understand, our audience, particularly, to understand that because you go to one seminar or you go to two seminars does not mean you will be able to connect to that total team that you need. Or you go to one meetup tomorrow or one in the next, 2 years, that will not fetch you the right resources that that you need to be successful in your real estate business. So my point here is that we have to be consistent. Anything we do, it's very clear. Yeah, I don't think anybody has a doubt on that. Whatever you are doing that you are not consistent on, you will see that lag. You will see that incoherent progress. It will not be flowing the way you want it to flow. Consistency makes things steady. Even if it's success, anything you are doing, it will make it steady and it will keep going towards the direction that you really want it to go. So what am I saying here? If you want to go to meetup, try to go to meetup as much as possible. Go to various meetups, seminars. Go there as much as possible because the first one you might meet one person. I mean, you meet a lot of people. One person might give you their attention. The next one you might be able to get like 5 people. The next one you get like 4. The next one you might get 10. You keep going to those kind of events and meetups and all those places will build that team quicker than you will ever than you can ever imagine. So being consistent, going out there, showing people the passion, the real passion you have for that business, and how you can also be resourceful to them. At the end of the day, everyone wants one or two ways to benefit from or to grow his or her business. You'll be surprised. Someone who already is already successful or she's already successful, owns like 50 or 60 properties. Believe me, if you question them, if you ask them the right question, they have issues. They have some kind of problem that they might need someone to help them handle. And you'll be
Absolutely.
surprised. You might not have that solution, but because you know a great property manager, Ahmed, he might be able to solve the problem for them. The problem might be the company that is managing that property for them have been messing up. Even though this person has 50 properties. Imagine that. It's a small problem because you know someone that can handle those property for that person. All you have to do is, okay, I see your pain, but I want to introduce you to someone that I believe is gonna manage these houses for you in a better way. That will keep your value. That will preserve that ethics with your because one thing that we always forget to mention, no matter how many properties you have, a good investor want to keep good relationship with the tenant, want to keep that ethics of because you don't want people to see you around and they feel like stoning you as the owner of the property. You know what I mean? So but a bad property manager may kind of you know instigate or put you in that kind of danger because at the end of the day they would think that is the whatever they are doing to you as a property manager is what aligns with you, the owner of the house, even though you don't support that. You don't even want, I mean, we are human beings. You want your tenant to be treated the way you would like to be treated.
Yep.
But there are some property management, not all, that are not practicing the way the owner even can imagine them to practice because you want to preserve a good relationship. You want people to be like your ears and your nose out there, your eyes out there. What I mean by that, you in that neighborhood, let's say you have 3 properties, you are doing well, you are respectful, you are doing right to people. When 2 or 3 deals come out from that neighborhood or is about to come out, they will call you first because they like the way you are treating people. They see that you have passion in your business. They see that you are respectful. So the benefit is very enormous. Like it's very, you can never believe it. How you will benefit when your property manager goes or the way they are managing property aligns with your own dream. It's very um, it's priceless. So my point here is try to know the problem people are facing. You might be able to solve their problem. If it's not directly from you, you might know someone who can do that. So by doing so, you have provided value to this person that has 50 properties. But guess what? This person that has 50 has other resources that you are craving, like you are dying to have.
Absolutely.
The fact that you have introduced a property manager to that person, he will reciprocate because he has more properties, he has that resources. The only thing he needs is a good property manager that will respect his tenant. But you already solved that problem for him or for her. So now you will benefit from the value you have provided. He will try to reciprocate because he's a human being or she is a human being. What is my point here? My point is that try as much as possible to see what pain people are going through. Sometimes it's a very minor stuff that you have that resources to provide to them. Like you have the solution. And if you can do that, you will benefit from it too. Another thing I want to say is that let's understand that even if you provide value to somebody today, you are not necessarily waiting for that person to return the value to you immediately or in the nearest future. No, excuse me. That person may not give it to you directly, but he has friends. She has friends. She has coworker. She has neighbor. She has it will good things always come back to always happen to good people. I believe in that. So just like when people talk about luck, if you are hardworking, you are consistent, you are disciplined, a lot of people will kind of believe that luck, because luck will keep following you. I don't know if I should call it luck, but it's just that
It is not luck.
you are there when that luck is passing by because you are consistent, you are
Yep.
passionate, you
Yep.
you you run your numbers, you connect with people, you are very diligent. Lastly, I want to mention this. Regardless of everything we've been talking about, you have to maintain professionalism. What do I mean by that? You cannot just, for example, you come to Ahmed. Hey, Ahmed, Mr. Ahmed, I have two properties I need someone to manage. And Ahmed tells you, okay, yeah, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll follow the law, we'll do that, we'll take care of the property and everything. And you just say thank you and you leave Ahmed alone. And that's it. No, you have to say, Mr. Ahmed, what are the contracts? What do you need to sign? What is my cash flow will be? What is your commission will be? What is this? What is that? Everything has to be documented. I'm sure Ahmed will not let that happen anyway because he is a professional property manager. So everything has to be documented. This is not about you don't trust his company or he doesn't trust you. No, it's not about that. It's about everyone needs to be accountable. That's what the rule of business is. You have to be accountable. You have to have a record. You call a contractor tomorrow, hey, come and fix my property, this, that, and you just talk and shake hands. No, that's not how business is done. Real estate has to be done. Anything that is not documented is not happening. You have to document. You have to write something down. That way, everyone knows that this is what we are working towards. So please, 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 you have to remain professional. You have to behave in a professional manner. You have to show respect. You have to show that you can listen. You have that skills to listen to people. Demonstrate resilience by and patience by it's like you are offloading your mind so you can get more information from people, and after that you process all of them and see what works for you. So please do not forget to always remain professional when you are any kind of business. It's gonna help you. It's gonna help your investment, and um, at the long run, you will benefit from it. Ahmed. So another thing I want us to look at before we run out of time is that sometimes, you know, we have this issue where you meet people, and when you meet them, things are going well. However, um, there are some, for example, okay, I'll give an example to make it clear. For example, there are some states now that they are banning Airbnbs.
Mhm.
Okay, so you meet this someone, I can use property manager in this example. You meet a property manager, they told you let's do Airbnb, and now they are banning Airbnb. The pressure is high. Let's say I'm the owner of the property. Now I'm feeling pressured and everything. Okay. What do you think? How do I ask this question? Okay, so the pressure is high, but then I have this property manager is telling me there's another way out. We have to do this, we have to do that, but it might cost you a little bit, or it might say it's not even gonna cost you a little bit. My question is, what do you think? I'm think I'm looking for a better way to ask this question. Where I'm getting to is that, is it a good idea to listen to the expert? Because where my question is really like, if things are changing like that, and they are telling you this is the way to do it, this is the way to do that, what do you do? Like, what is this a good idea to listen to experts in that kind of scenario?
Absolutely. Before I answer that question, could you please give me one privilege of going back to one of the things that you talked about?
Sure.
So I have a quick story. Just today,
Sure.
I want to use this story to buttress your point. Just today, I have I won't call him a contractor, a handyman that is working on the flooring for me. You know him. And he called me this evening, like, hey, bro, this and that. I finished the flooring, but it remained like a little bit of space and all that. But I need more money from our previous agreement because now the job is this, the job is that. Keep coming up with all these other excuses. Then I'm like, okay, that's fine. The problem is you wrote this document yourself, not me. This is your handwriting.
Yeah.
You put it on paper,
Yeah.
stating clearly what you're going to do and how much you're going to charge me
Yeah.
to do it. Now, you don't do any additional work. You just, in fact, I even ask you to not to do some spaces.
Mhm.
Now you are coming back to ask for more money. So just to buttress your points, you want to put everything on paper, just like Ibrahim said, because people are funny sometimes.
Mhm.
You will be surprised in business. You're going to meet a lot of people, and most of them are going to be looking to screw you. So you have to be very careful, look out for yourself, and put everything on paper.
Yeah.
That is very, very crucial, just to buttress your point. But moving on to the question that you asked me, you see, I mentioned something earlier, and this is why this topic that we are treating today is very crucial. You might want to go into real estate and you feel like, okay, this is my business. That is fine. It is your business.
Mhm.
But having all these other people on your team or next to you or having access to them will only push your business forward, will never affect your business. So there's nothing to lose. Really, the question is, do you have to take expert opinion? Why not? Things are going south already. So the only turnaround is north, and that is where you want things to go. So since things is going are going north already, you might as well just listen to people. But I won't say go with just one person opinion, no, or just
Mhm.
one person expert opinion. Let me
Mhm.
put it that way. Make sure you call multiple people.
Yeah.
Call multiple people up, ask questions. How do they do it? If that value, if everything they are talking about kind of match up,
Mhm.
you know, it is now your time to make a decision of going with someone that you think you have more leverage with, someone that you think you have more relationship with or more history with. things like that might kind of come into your decision, but you want to go to another person that is doing the same thing and verify that information. Okay, now they are cracking down on Airbnb. Ahmed just told me about middle time renting, and he said this and that. I don't want to come to Ibrahim that is doing the same thing and say Ahmed said this. No, I want to come to Ibrahim like, okay, you know what? I'm thinking about middle time renting. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think? And do what? Shut up.
And listen.
Just and open your ear, so that they are the expert. They know what they are talking about. Now they can tell you, you know what? Actually, middle time renting is actually booming in this market. This, da. This is how we can do it. This is how we can do it. You have a property manager that you are with. If you are happy with them, they just said the same thing. You can continue and tell that property manager, you know what? Let's just do this. Or you might as well be like, okay, I'm not happy with this guy already. I've been thinking of switching from him already.
Mhm.
How does your process work? Because now, even though they say the same thing, you still want to you don't want to jump from fry pan to fire. You want to make sure you learn about their process. What is missing here? Do they have it? Are they willing to do it? Stuff like that you need to check, right? So one thing that we always make sure we do is balancing things up. Balancing things up, making sure that we stay reasonable as much as possible, right? Stay reasonable in the sense that giving me your property to manage doesn't mean I'm going to be telling you everything you want to hear every time. I'm there to be your advisor. I'm there to push your business forward, because that is how I get paid, right? I'm there to make sure you are successful in every ramification of your business. However, when things are tough, we need to figure things out. We need to figure a way out. We need to devise a plan. We need to actually get out of the tough situation that we find ourselves. So in that kind of a scenario, things that you are hearing might not be exactly what you want to actually hear, but are they truth? That is what you need to check. So pretty much, Ibrahim, it is good to listen to expert opinion and make sure that you actually compare opinion as well. So I don't know if you have any addition to that before we leave for
No, I
today.
just want to say, yeah, basically, you are saying listen to them, but do your own due diligence to make
Yes.
sure they are leading you to the right path, because you don't want to, like you said, from fire pan to fire, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you've answered my question. I mean, I'm just where I'm getting to is that as you are doing your diligence, be flexible. That's what I'm getting at, because once one business you might be doing your business is going well, but suddenly something might happen. I mean,
Yeah.
the government can decide to, crack down on the kind of model of business you are doing. But the fact that you are flexible, a business person, a good investor has to be flexible. The fact that you are
Absolutely.
flexible, you are proactive, you're open to new changes, because change is a big one. A lot of people like to stick to the same thing. As long as you're flexible, you're open to changes, you'll be fine and you'll be successful. So, if they
Absolutely.
want to reach out to you, Ahmed, how can they reach out to you?
Yeah, you can reach me on 317 689 7075. That is a new number for our business. And anytime you text me, call me, or even you can, uh DM me on Instagram, official Ahmed Lawal. That's the one under my name on the screen. DM me, and anything real estate really. If I don't have the answer, I'll definitely find it for you. That is one thing I'm very good about. I'm a good connector, so I will find you your answer. So anything real estate, reach out to me. Ibrahim, how can people reach out to you?
Yeah, thank you so much. You can go to IB Realtors, just DM me, ask your questions, your concerns. Um, I'm your agent. Whatever you need in Indy, we'll find it out for you. Um, if you want to sell, you want to buy property, that's all I do. Thank you so
I'm not
much.
I'm not gonna wait till next week. There's nothing like luck. Ibrahim, you are killing it. You are treating your client right. That is why you're having business. If you don't position yourself in that place, people will say luck. I believe in luck, but a lot of it
Mhm.
is little hard work that you've been putting in. That is what
Yeah.
puts you at the right spot. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just want to mention that before we go. You are killing it right now, but that it doesn't just start today, right? It starts from when nobody actually know IB realtors. Now IB realtors everywhere, every corner you turn,
Thank you. Thank
getting
you.
getting things done. So yeah, it is not luck. Honestly, it is not. It is a lot of consistent hard work, consistent night, day, non-sleeping, don't know what's gonna be next thing. So yeah,
Mhm.
people see you have done so much good to people. That is why good things are happening right now. So I don't think that is luck. Guys, put in the work and it's going to happen. So
Yeah, it will happen, definitely. Thank you for flattering IB Realtors. I mean,
um,
we are
uh,
okay. We'll keep doing our best. We'll keep taking care of our clients. Thank you so much.
yeah,
And don't
guys,
forget, you want to manage your property, a property, trusted property manager is sitting right there. Okay. All right. See you guys.
see you next week.
Bye bye.